we're here to talk about Cardi B. And I think ultimately we're wondering, is she sabotaging her own career? Is she getting in her own way? Is she doing things that have really hurt her over the last 5 years? And now that she has Am I the Drama out as of September 19th, 2025, we're just curious if she's gonna continue on her run, continue to escalate as a superstar, or peter out.
Yeah, so there are a lot of interesting questions with this. We're gonna try to tackle it from a couple different perspectives. We are gonna talk about the album a little bit, not do a review, but just kind of give our thoughts. But we're gonna talk about, I think we should start with the rollout.
Why did it take so long?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think because they were cultivating the Cardi B experience, which a lot of us find endearing. No matter what the issue is, no matter what court case, we like Cardi B and who she is.
What is the Cardi B experience according to them, or we, or us?
So I think it's
all the pronouns.
Because you know how much memeable stuff she did over COVID, oh my God, what is that? Or her talking about food or something that she likes to cook. It's basically her on Love and Hip Hop times 1,000,000.
So her jumping on social media, doing a meme.
Yeah.
That is a rollout for her.
That is the part of the experience in a way.
What's the rest of the experience?
The rest of the experience, I think, is the drama, whether it was the issues with Nicki Minaj, so the court cases and behind that, throwing shoes, the fighting random people, from the Love and Hip Hop cast.
Just
her issues
typical past stripper things.
That is one way to put it. Yeah. Her issues with Quavo. Them at the time when they were together, raising their kids and their experiences with that. The way her fashion sense. If the hood chick got fancy and knew she was being fancy, but still acted the same. And it's endearing in whatever way.
I don't buy it.
Huh?
I don't buy it because, well, it may just be a personal thing that I don't personally buy it.
Yeah.
But if I take it outside of myself, I don't think that's working anymore. I don't believe that old, you could say short form, memeable type of thing is working for Cardi B up until her trial. I can't remember a time where Cardi B has been that memeable outside of the elections, right? I think when we're talking about what took so long, I think it's primarily because Cardi B just misses every opportunity to capitalize off of her memes.
But I don't know that her strategy, and this was the thing when she got in the game, right? I don't think the strategy was, I'm trying to be an artist. I feel like the strategy has always been, I'm trying to be an everything.
I think she's being herself.
Yeah.
And I don't think her being herself is everything. I think her being herself just is memeable. Mm-hmm. She's not trying, but she's also, that lack of not trying.
Yes.
Misses every opportunity to bank off of that. You know what I mean?
I agree with that. And I think that was part of the strategy, or at least her strategy. Because I think if I'm QC, if I'm the other portions of different labels and things at the time, I'm trying to keep going. I'm going to keep you in the studio with all of these different people. And, they drop it. Like I said, they Andre 3000 her. And, she gets that feature once a year since the album came out. So she's always on some hit record. The Bruno Mars record went crazy. The G-Eazy record went crazy at the time.
Mm-hmm. It ain't so.
Like you said, WAP went crazy. She got a song with Lotto. There's a lot of things that allow her to stay in a space.
Lot of things.
Dad jokes. But there's a lot of things that allow her to stay in the spotlight. But I do agree that there's not a lot of capitalization of that, at least not in the way that we would expect.
Yeah, she revealed to the Breakfast Club, and this is a good segue to our next thing. She revealed to the Breakfast Club during her interview about Am I the Drama that she doesn't really do schedules or like routines and things of that nature. She's really, fly by the seat of her pants or go with the flow. Her being a priority to the label, I feel like her not being able to stick to a schedule is what makes her not a priority to the label in some cases.
I also think she's not a traditional artist in that way, and we expect her to be.
I don't know, but I think you have to have some. She is fluid, right? She's memeable. Most of those memes come off the cuff during very natural situations or very organic situations. Just her living her life and being herself. But after you create that stuff, the label still has an obligation to turn out a thing and to sell a thing. And so I think you have to balance between having a schedule and not having a schedule and kind of meet somewhere in the middle in order for things to be pretty harmonious.
I agree, but I also think that it hasn't hurt the label in ways that we think it has. Because otherwise, like at this point, we would have never got the album. They would have kept it, kept pushing it off, delaying it, doing all these different things. Whereas it seems more like you're still profitable to us, which is why we will deal with your not having a schedule.
I don't mean it hurts the label. I mean, if the premise is she's not a priority, you're saying the label has to be hurt in order for them to make that decision?
Yeah.
I don't believe that.
Okay.
And the reason why I don't believe that is because, number one, their parent company makes billions of dollars anyway. When you're talking about Atlantic, they just did a whole regime. And so they're capitalizing off of the other artists that they have. I think she's not much of a priority because she's not always able to kind of catch a wave. And that inability to catch a wave, in my opinion, makes her less of a priority because then like labels aren't doing the work for you.
No.
They're waiting for you to catch a wave. And if they're continuously waiting on you to catch a wave, you become lower and lower on the list. That's my opinion.
But then wasn't WAP the wave?
It was the wave, but I think that's even making my point even stronger, is that she rode that wave for a little bit, but then I think people are going to ask, what's next, right? And she didn't really deliver anything after that. To my knowledge, did she?
I don't know. I don't know if it's hurting her as much as we think it is. Because there's always the market for her. The market moves. Like I remember when Joe Budden was talking about all the different, when he was expecting an album and he was talking about all this stuff and missing the boat. And I feel like that's an annual conversation. Yeah.
So maybe here's what I'm missing, right? Maybe it was Up. And I think my struggle here is that like after Up, which was almost immediately after WAP, right? Where does she take that to the next level? And every record after this is sort of just a flash, a moment, a very quick moment that seeds afterwards.
I think the label and Cardi were hit chasing, and they knew that they could do that with the new model of streaming and just dropping singles. We as the consumer, like us, I think we crave an album more than the newer age craves an album. Like, yeah, you want to get them streaming everything and all of that, but there's not really the same motivations to make something that is long form when Cardi has been able to stay relevant by just doing these singles once a year.
But I struggle with those singles because they don't stick in the way that the previous songs done. Like Up and Above, those singles stuck and they did what they needed to do.
Right.
going forward from Up, though that same situation didn't happen. And so I'm wondering if the label, they were definitely trying to catch one.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they were picking all the wrong ones and not really leveraging what that was. I would even say that they missed an opportunity with Outside.
I agree.
Especially for this album.
Yeah.
They didn't capitalize on Outside. Actually, had they been patient enough, they could have released Outside after the trial, and it would have been way more successful. I think they were just trying to catch one for the summer, and it just didn't stick.
I think she's just not the traditional artist, and Atlantic doesn't seem to understand that. They're still doing traditional stuff, like we said, with the wave catching and everything else. Cardi is the type of artist that you have to box her in, make her make this album. You can trickle out hits, see when the wave comes, and then you drop. And you just allowed this person who is a free-flowing individual, non-schedule setting, all this other stuff to control all the terms and conditions of how y'all move. Because y'all can get her to come through and do the wops and the ups and everything else. So why do you not just stockpile and then make that the album? But anyway, what do y'all think? What did you think about the album? What do you think about the rollout? Do you think this album is 5 years, 8 years too late? Let us know down in the comments. Down in the comments.
I don't care what you say. Yes.
Make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can get notified for every time we drop dope videos like this. And we'll see you in the next piece. A 1 and a 2 and a peace.
Wham.
Whop. Whop.